Okay, today we have a modified Drozd Bumble Bee. I got this from forum member Bullpup Hunter 73 a few days ago, and I'm waiting on another board for it, but in the meantime I just wanted to see how it worked with the SP2, so I went ahead and popped one of those in there. Also, I'm running these hot batteries. That's what they are. I like the box. It looks like a Winchester box. Now I'm actually running 6 of these, and I did some tests yesterday. And the total voltage was 25.09, and the capacitor is only rated for 25 volts. So I asked Sergey what he thought, and he said, well, you know, if it's just for a test and you pop it, I can send you another one. So I didn't pop it. It seemed to work okay, but I wouldn't recommend running it for a long time that way, or really at all. It just depends on, you know, your wherewithal and what you're confident and capable of doing if you mess something up. But yeah, these batteries can really discharge fast. The other option, the safer option, is to use 1 or 2 standard AA lithium batteries in conjunction with your IMRs. They don't have to be IMRs. I'm just doing it because when I get the other board, it potentially might need a lot of power to be dumped to it, and I'm going to be doing a few different things with it, and I wanted to make sure that the power wasn't an issue. Now, when you're running lithium batteries, one thing you need to do is not let the cells drop below, say, 3.5 volts. Now, when these batteries are fully charged, from my charger anyway, I get 4.2 volts. An easy way to check your voltage, let's see. Yep. When you're running these boards and the higher voltages, make sure your polarity's right. The negative end always goes in on the side your window's in. Positive goes in the other way. Now, you can check your voltage by turning the gun on, getting out your voltmeter, and check your cells this way. When you turn the gun on, you complete the circuit. So from yesterday's shooting, we're at 24.8 volts. Now you just take that 24.8 and divide it by 6, and that'll give you each cell's voltage, thereabouts. You could have a dead cell in there, and it should be pretty obvious because you're going to have a much lower voltage, and then you can take your batteries out and test them individually, but this is just a quick way. Now, if you're running 1 or 2 of the regular batteries, just take that out, and then, well, I can't get in there with this, but you just do the same thing, and that would give you your voltage, but you divide it either by 4 or 5 depending on how many lithium rechargeables you're running. So we're below the 25 volt threshold today from just a little bit of shooting yesterday. These are only 700 milliamps. So, and they're, high, what do they call them? High drain batteries, so it'll go through that pretty quickly. And what I have on here is Jim C's wire folding stock. This thing is awesome. It's got 5 positions this way. Let's see, where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way out will be 5. It also folds over like so, and initially I thought that that was going to get in the way of my sights, but it hasn't. Here you can see I've got one on here, and it's just fine. And also I've got Jim C's bulk air adapter for this thing. And this is really cool because CO2, I've been told that, and the reason that they had up to only 6-round burst on these guns originally is because that any more than that at 600 rounds a minute would freeze the CO2 cylinder. So I don't have to worry about that anymore because I can run my high pressure air off of this. Another thing about these bumblebees is I guess a lot of folks lost interest in them just because they were so limited, and then when the Blackbird came out, it just pretty much dwarfed it, and people either got Blackbirds or just lost interest in the Bumblebee. But basically the same gun. And with the SB2 in here, I have a Blackbird. And I can swap out the 30-round magazine in a Blackbird. I hear that's great for shooting lead. I personally believe that this magazine is a little more reliable when you get into high rates of fire, and that's what I plan on proving with the other board. Because it's spring fed, it's not auger fed, and you don't have to worry about a motor turning an auger fast enough to feed the BBs. So I'll show you. We have all the settings. There's full auto, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10-round burst, then back to full auto. We got 400 rounds a minute, increments of 200, all the way to 2,000. Pulse width from 4 milliseconds all the way to 12. I know a lot of you guys are aware that you can do this, but this is for the ones who aren't aware, and this is the first time I've done it. So I'm just going to keep my pulse down at 4. I'm real low on air, but with the pulse at 4, that barrel, I mean, that's probably all you're going to need. Any more is probably not even going to give you any more feet per second, but I'll know and let you know when my chronograph comes in. Okay, air is on, full auto. Start with 800. plenty of BBs. And let's go up to 1200. $1,600. And all the way up to 2,000. There you go, folks. Start getting them out and buying boards from us. Get them from me or Sergey. We offer different packages. Hit us up.